Welcome everybody! My dear friend is back on the bench again. S-993A. Desoldering pump iron thing. Issues to say. Many issues. Anyways, ran into this problem before. Thought I fixed it. Was working. Now it's not working. It stopped working a couple months ago. And I've been saying I'll make a video about it, blah, 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 blah. I had a couple questions about it. Mets Check actually is the one that actually been working back and forth with him, trying to figure out is what I'm needing to do. I'm pretty sure that my Triac is, again, short. In fact, I know now that it is. I haven't pulled it out of the circuit yet. It is right here, if you look. And the issue I got is, again, when I start it up, no matter what I set the temperature at, this right here, tip, not so much the tip, but right in here just gets red hot. It gets slowly glowing, and then it gets to where it's red hot. It's just run away until I shut it off or unplug it, actually. So basically is I went through. And to help, I've actually had a couple of questions about this, but I want to do this just to make sure. I'm going to actually put this in the description so it'll help people out. Is what I got is a brand new heater element here, because I thought before that I roached my old one when I took this all apart, and that wasn't the case actually. Luckily I was able to salvage it and use it again, and I need to come up with a way to work the Triac so it's not such a hard slam the way it's going back and forth. How does it go? I believe it's the, what is it, the leading edge Triacs are the ones that the dimmers are the same way. They're real noisy, they're really sharp cut off, or they cut on at the top of the sine wave. I think that's what it is. That's the falling edge. So that's what you don't want. You actually want it as the sine wave slowly starts to come up, the voltage is low and building, along with hopefully your amperage. That's when you want to come on and then cut off coming up. You don't want to kick in right at the very top. In fact, if you'll see, it even happens with brand new incandescent bulbs. If you remember back in the days, a few years ago, excuse me. Oh, bless me. You would put in a brand new bulb, and like a couple days later, flip it on, just hear boom, and it would pop. Chances are you actually caught the timing just perfectly in that 60 cycles per second. You caught it perfectly at the top of the sine wave, and it just, the inrush just hammers the bulb, and it just pops the filament, because it's just such a just brute force method to what you're dealing with here. So got my tester here. Hope you can hear. The furnace has to kick on naturally when I decide to do this, but anyways, this will tell us what the two white ones are. Hold on. These are going to be for the temperature feedback, or temp sense feedback for the unit. So to get it to where you guys can read it and I can read it, you know what, I'll just do this. Okay, so here's the Triac right here. Alright, it's basically face up. You stick it in the board and then bend it over, and you even have to cut the tab off or it won't fit in. It's kind of a strange deal. And I almost wonder, I mean, the tab in a way is also part of its heat sink, you know. Now, I wonder if putting a little heat sink on that wouldn't help. Anything just to help dissipate that somewhat. So, not really sure though. But if you can see, again, right here, and then the legs are whoop, pushed through the board. And here's the three legs right here. 1, 2, and 3. And if you watch, see if I can get it all in one shot. These two. Short. That one's not, I believe that's, yeah, nanofarads. And that one's fine. Now again, that's in circuit, but I can't remember if it's how it goes in circuit, out of circuit, what circuit, how it's going to read. But I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that happened before, and it's shorted. I even I got a push button here, switch, a snap off switch, and that's to control the heat from running away like it was. If it just is a big fail. Anyways, you just can't do that. You can't get any soldering done playing around like that. So as you see, it was short. So let me get this thing out of the way, and hopefully I can actually get the whole video in without the lights flashing, because they keep flickering. I'm not sure if you guys catch that or not. It is just downright nasty outside. Let me get this. How can I get that where you guys can read it? You just have to take my word for it, I guess. I have 152 written on it. Oh, I can't see it. I'm just gonna double check, because I had questions about this before. 2.5 ohms. 2.5 ohms. And that's on the red to blue. And that is both ways. I'll flip it and it'll have the same thing. Come on. Again, 2.5 ohms. And then I have 126 on the whites here. Do it one more time, just double check. I don't want to feed rubbish to you guys. I have 125.5 ohms. So 125.5 ohms. That's the sense heating element. Or yeah, the sense element on the heating element itself. Here's actually one that I picked up. I actually bought it because I was having issues before, but this one's a little bit different. It was marked as a Heiko, for a Heiko unit. You can see it's got the blue and then the red, which is a little bit confusing, but when you read in here, it tells you red is the heating element, 4 ohms, and then the temperature sense is 47 ohms on both of the blues for this. I believe it's a Faco, not really a Heiko, but I could be wrong. It was cheap for $2, and I actually might pop it in here. I don't know, it's kind of far out from 126, so I don't know if it'll be close enough. Anyways, so I made a mistake, I guess, at one point when I ordered Triacs. When I buy something, especially like a Triac, like I try not to buy like 1 or 2. I try to like pick up like 5 or 10, and a lot of times they come in packs like that anyway. Well, luckily enough, well, I made the order, and then I must have somehow come along and forgot about the order or whatever happened. So I got 2 kinds here. I got 600D and I got 600E. Both are BT137s. They're just typical Triacs. I'm gonna look up and see which ones. Maybe one is a little beefier. I probably doubt it. It's probably just down to the minutest detail, the difference between D and E. But that's about it. I just wanted to pop this out quick to show you guys kind of what's going on. I'm gonna put the schematic up too, and I got it right here. I did have and have had questions about the schematic. If I had it, I don't have the link to it. Actually, I do. It's on here. It should be on the paper here. Yeah, GitHub. Hold that still as I can. Let me get it where I can zoom it in. I had something burned through the paper. Guess that was back when I wasn't as careful. That's what I was doing. Then this looks like a double up op amp here. what was that? LM358, which is, I've come across them quite a bit. Just had one in a power supply. Oh yeah, I didn't do videos on that. Forgot. I keep forgetting that. I'm like, oh yeah, it's in my video of the power supplies. Not power banks. I got a couple of them that are cheap and broke, and trying to find pieces and put them all together and make them work. But yeah, that's it. That's the unit. This is for the motor, the top one here. The heating element and the whole Triac setup is running right here. Here's your LM358 package. It's all in one package. I believe it's an 8-pin. Is it a 4-pin or 8-pin? Or 8-pin. Yeah, 8-pin. Yep, 8-pin chip. And come on, fingers, work for once. God, are you kidding me? Paper? Serious? Oh, that's a pretty picture. All that for that. Okay, and then here's another breakdown of it. Not as so hopefully that'll help you guys out. As far as, I did have someone ask about the motor. I don't remember whatever come of that. I did look around for. I did actually find something on it, on foot-pounds per second, or basically like PSI, but for what it sucks. And I found it in like, there's like an FPM or something. I did reply back. I can't remember what that was, but yeah, memory issues suck. Anyways, thanks guys, and it's cool. Hopefully I'll be back here in the next 10-15 minutes, and I'll have an update on these, and have that changed out or tested and moved and do all that. So as long as the power stays on. So appreciate it guys. Good to each other. Happy days are here again. Giddy up. That's it.